unfair structure of accommodation, hotel capacity, seasonality of business, some liquidity problems. All these problems indicate the importance of relationship between hotels and banks in Croatia. So the topic of the paper is to elaborate the impact of service quality on the relationship quality at the B2B market. Exactly the impact of the quality of financial services on the relationship quality of banks and hotels in Croatia. Few things about theoretical background. For first concept, service quality, there is still no clear definition of service quality. Different authors give different definition, but they still agree that service quality is not something that everybody does that. So we take the conceptualization of service quality as a higher order construct which comprise of all dimensions previously mentioned in the B2B literature. So there is 4 dimensions: potential quality, soft process quality, hard process quality, and quality of the results. The second construct is relationship quality, also the same. We have the same problems like service quality, different authors, different definition. So we took conceptualization of the most of prominent authors who believe that relationship quality consists of the, of course, higher order construct consists of 3 dimensions: trust, commitment, and relationship satisfaction. Something about methodology. Single descriptive research was carried out on the total population of Croatian hotels of tourist facility in Croatia. So there is around 700 hotels in Croatia. The questionnaire respondents were financial managers. The response rate was 51%, and model was tested using correlation analysis. This is the small part of the higher research. Few conclusions. First one is that service quality is important predictor of development of relationship quality. Relationship quality, of course, is a crucial part of business networking. As a result, indicate marketing activities is in competitive business networking are mainly dependent on the dimensions of relationship quality, trust, commitment, and relationship satisfaction. And the last one, in order to improve the relationship, marketers have to develop and maintain all aspects of services and relation under their control. They should offer complete problem solutions, and managers should insist on training employees in order to increase their level of competence, courtesy, and professionalism. Salam alaikum.
Okay, thank you.
Questions? I didn't
Any
put the slide
questions?
with questions. So if somebody wants.
No conclusion, no future work.
No, why not conclusion?
Conclusion,
Yeah.
yes. So,
Yeah, I have in the paper more than 10 tables, but if I start to explain all the
it will
tables,
save
yeah,
more time.
I need much more time than 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
No questions? No
Can I
questions.
just ask you one question? You speak a lot about service quality,
Yeah.
and where does service delivery fit into the sequence of events?
Can you?
Yes, you speak about service quality.
Yes,
A very fashionable term nowadays, especially in my country, is they speak about service delivery, improved service delivery.
Yeah.
So what is the link between service delivery and service quality?
So I'm going to that.
Okay.
Because obviously if there's no delivery, then there's no quality.
Yes, of course.
So does the delivery component or the delivery aspect or the constructs which make up service delivery not impact on service quality?
Probably it's very very crucial part for service quality, but I have to explore that.
Okay, thank you. Next presenter, please. Dr. Anna, this is your certificate.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Chanto.
Hello to everybody. My name is Anna Rimic, and I'm coming from the Faculty of Economics at the University of Split from Croatia. I don't know everybody knows where Croatia is, so I put this map. We are here. We live near Italy, Slovenia, Hungary, Serbia, and Montenegro. Also, I took some pictures from my city to show, maybe invite you one time to come, because today at our faculty starts a national conference of economic and business and IT technology, so it would be nice one day to see you in my hometown. And why I'm here? To present my paper titled, Are the Banks Informatic Open for Knowledge Improvement? The purpose for this research is to find out how banks in Croatia use information technology and techniques to increase the level of usefulness, transfer of knowledge in the field of finance and banking. Where did I find motivation for this research? In my previous research, I did 2 papers with my colleagues where we tried to find which knowledges and skills the banks are seeking for their future employees, today's students of finance. Why we did this research and why this research that I'm presenting you today is interesting, because we have in history in these last 2 decades very large changes in the financial system. Namely, today we are facing the effects of liberalization and privatization of financial markets, and today foreign financial institutions hold more than 90% of total bank assets in Croatia. Also, as consequences of that, we have a lot of new financial products and new techniques, and because of that, employees are banks seeking new knowledges from them and skills. Also, all our universities are in phase of Bologna process. The purpose of the Bologna process is to achieve greater compatibility and comparability of higher education area of Europe. As a result of this process, the Croatian education system was dramatically changed. It should be on better, but the question is, what is it true today? In our first paper that we have we have an empirical survey carried out amongst Croatian banks about their perception of financial education at the universities in Croatia. And in this research, banks gave us answer that they extremely appreciate this literature as expected skill demanded from potential employees, today's field of finance. The banks ranked this skill with 4.5 of maximum 5 grade. But this result showed no difference about this importance of this skill between banks in foreign and domestic ownership and the size of banks. Also, the bankers in this research was not very satisfied with the quality of knowledge and skills the students have of finance, and as the best solution to this problem, they indicate building stronger bonds between education institutions, students, and banks. That means greater cooperation. Also, in our next paper, we want to find out the answer how these new programs, which are a result of the Bologna process, are better or worse than old ones for banks regarding the knowledges and skills that students have. Also, the banks give us answer that they are not satisfied with these new programs, but also indicated the only solution is a stronger bond between education system and the banks. So, we also asked them, are they open to give the students opportunity to gain more experience during the study period? And they said yes. Now, this was the start of our research. Therefore, we want to official websites, and third, do banks offer internship to finance students through their official websites? We conduct empirical research that has been carried out to attempt to evaluate the set research objectives. The secondary research was carried out in the autumn of 1912. It was conducted by evaluating the official web pages of 32 banks doing business in Croatia. We used the official list of banks web pages taken from the official web page of Croatian National Bank, which is Central Bank of Croatia. Our investigation was concentrated on electronic recruitment, exist or not exist, the possibility of fulfilling electronic application for student practice, exist or not exist, bank scholarships, exist or not exist, and also the financial data and the data about bank size ownerships are also collected from the websites. The research results were analyzed by using descriptive statistics as well as non-parametric test, discolored test. So our data set compares data from all banks in Croatia, and our sample is whole population. For the purpose of analyzing, banks were divided by ownership, domestic or foreign banks alone, and to size, small or large banks. This qualification follows the qualification are two peer researchers, which allow us this approach to get possibility to compare our results with previous results. Or to find answer where banks indeed follow the declaration to improve connections with finance students by using the mode judged by them, by banks, extremely important. And that means PC technology. And the results are these. In category employment career on the websites, only 15 banks have it, or 48%. Possibility of applying to open position in bank, only 11 banks have, or don't have 55%. Information, the link on the website, online information about bank scholarship has only one bank. And possibility of applying for internship in bank, only 2 banks. As you can see for results, these results are really, really disappointing. But in the next step, we, by using non-parametric tests, we find statistical difference between small and large banks. Namely, in general, larger banks have more often on their web pages category employment career. It is obvious the larger banks have more complex managerial structure and they invest more in human resource management, and therefore they appreciate more possibility of their openness to new potential employees. When looking best employees, when looking for best employees, they use informative technology in this way. One of the main characteristics of Croatian banking market is a high share of foreign ownership. Often foreign owned banks are presented to the public as banks with better finance, better informatic technology, better know-how. But the next step of our research, we tested using non-parametric equivalent test whatever foreign owned banks were more informative open through their web page to electronic recruitment. And results find no statistical differences between ownership of banks and their willingness to employ new employees. Also, we tested difference between banks by size and by ownership about the possibility to send open CV to the bank. There are differences. Smaller banks, larger banks have this possibility more often than smaller banks. Also, foreign-owned banks have this possibility more than domestic-owned banks. If you take account that the majority of banks, large banks in Croatia, are foreign-owned, these results are expected. And the last step that we looked is offered scholarships and possibilities of applying for internship in banks for students. These results about our were very disappointing. Namely, only one bank is offering possibility for scholarship, and 2 are offering possibility for internship in banks for finance students through their official websites. Namely, these results are quite opposite of banks' declaration given 5 years ago to develop higher collaboration summary of results, they are showing that the banks in Croatia are still not informatical and knowledge improvement to find students. Also, taking account that only with synergy between banks and education system there is possibility to increase mutual efficiency, these results are quite disappointing. And in order to achieve mutual goal, it is necessary to minimize this gap between demands and the education programs. And that's something that future research should give the answer. And this is a picture of my faculty and where the conference is going on today, and I hope one day we will see each other there. And do you have questions, please?
Good.
The name of your university is Spillet. Why they call it Spillet?
Croatian doesn't have any meaning like in English.
Because in English it
No,
means
it's-
separating.
No, it comes from Roman name Sparta, so it's no
Nothing to
meaning
do
in
with the
English.
English
No.
meaning. South African thought.
Well, the cold.
Yes, no.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm from the same faculty as my previous presenters, they're my colleagues, and I'll be talking about the connection between the business intelligence and supply chain management. We are three authors. I'm Professor of Statistics and Professor Evan Šević and Ante Lujić. They are dealing with marketing. And we were working together on this paper.
The country domain for Croatia HR, not CR. The domain of the country, for example,
It's Croatia, Hrvatska. HR.
HR, not CR.
Hrvatska. Brief introduction. In the context of this research, business intelligence is seen as a concept of conscious, organized, continuous, legal, and illegitimate gathering, analyzing, and using data and information for the business. So it is carried out using information technology, but also in other ways. It is aimed to collect the relevant knowledge about customers, suppliers, competitors, industry, technology, institutional agents, and so on, and to support management in making business decisions. So nowadays it's becoming more important, as you know, business intelligence is the main topic in doing business. So the purpose of this study was to capture the companies that apply the concept of business intelligence in their business, and to compare with the supply chain management. While researching on the orientation on supply chain and supply chain management, companies selected were those which have been able to confirm they have at least one link in the supply chain in order to be included in the sample. Because not all companies do make a concept of business intelligence and supply chain management. Also, they were supposed to be active when applying business intelligence. So only these companies were included in the research, because otherwise it would be impossible to research. So I will talk brief about the sample selection and questionnaire. For the purpose of this paper, the most interesting empirical statistical research involved usually server sampling. The questionnaire was verified by several professors from the Faculty of Economics in Split and Zagreb, Faculty of Social Sciences in Zagreb, as well as practitioners of business intelligence. And so I will not talk very widely about this, but because before the final decision of the survey, pilot study was conducted by the interviewer to test questions on a smaller number of respondents. The purpose of this pre-testing was confirmation of the basic assumptions of the proposed model, validation of the research instrument, and remove the ambiguity. The method of data collection was via internet. So we have 322 enterprises responding to the questionnaire. Prior to processing, we exempt companies that replied to the questionnaires last assertion of business intelligence in your enterprise business intelligence is not yet systematically organized. So those companies were exempted from the recession. There were totally 25 companies as such. In addition to these companies, the exempted